Welcome back to Ozarks Live.
No,
yeah. As we said before the break, it's time to catch back up with Joy over at Van Gogh's on historic C Street.
Yeah, and I hear this place has an ear for fine food, Joy.
I get where you're going with that, an ear for fine food at Van Goghs. Indeed. I am hanging out today with the owner, my good friend Joe Gidman. Joe, who would have thought a Dutch restaurant in Springfield, Missouri, except for you?
Yeah, people thought I was a little crazy, but I mean, I love the food, I love the culture, and why not?
Well, you're bringing a whole new taste to us here in the Ozarks that we may never have had, and some of us may or may not ever get the chance to travel there. Got a lot of food in front of me. Where do we start? Can we start with the pancakes?
Yeah, so I've said it before, a Dutch pancake's kind of like a pizza and a pancake had a love child.
Yeah.
So it's very similar to a crepe, but it's open-faced, and then you can put any kind of toppings you want. So we got fruit, like sweet, savory ones. Then we have this is like a breakfast version. A lot of people love us for breakfast. So
yeah, check this out. This is the sunflower. Yeah. Can you tell why it's the sunflower? Looks just like a sunflower.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's super popular. You eat Dutch pancakes for lunch, dinner. It's not just like a breakfast item, and super filling. And then our bitter ball, and I think I've had you try that before. It's a very popular traditional Dutch snack.
So this is kind of like an appetizer, but you can make a meal out of this. What is inside the bitterballen?
So I call it fried gravy balls, but if you were from the Netherlands, you'd probably be very offended if I said that.
Okay,
so
we're not in the Netherlands, so you can say whatever you want to.
Yeah, so it's what they call a ragout, which is kind of a thick meat, potato, a little bit of like a gravy type inside. It's got a lot of spice and a little bit of mustard to it.
Oh, my goodness.
And you should eat them when they're so hot.
When
you can
really, really
barely, take it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Joe, I forgot how good these are. Delicious. Okay, let's move over. Talk about these waffles.
So we call them our Liege waffles. They're super popular for our breakfast. And as I told you earlier, a lot of people are used to what's called a Brussels-style Belgian waffle, which is made with more of a pancake batter. It's very light and fluffy. If you go to Europe, Europeans actually like what's called the Liege Belgian waffle, which comes from the city of Liege. And it's made with a pastry dough, so it's a little thicker, and it's got this pearl sugar inside. So each bite is already sweet. You don't even have to dip it in the syrup, and it's a lot more filling.
But dip it in the syrup, because it's a house-made syrup here. It's addictive. Now, talk about your meat and taters. Tom, I know you're a meat and taters guy. Tell me about this one. This is a monster.
So we call that, it's our meatball zirkel. Zirkel is a type of stamppot, which is a Dutch form of cooking where you mix your vegetables and meats and different items into your mashed potatoes. And then our Dutch meatball, which they're a little bit larger than Italian meatball. They're seasoned a little bit different. And then it's always served with the brandy browning. It's like a brown gravy that's got some molasses and brandy in it and things like that, and all the meat drippings. So very hearty dish, definitely comfort food, and I mean, you can't go wrong here. You can do breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah, you can't go wrong here. There's something for everybody there. Kids menus. There's also vegan. You're known for your vegan dishes.
Vegan, gluten-free. We make everything from scratch. We blend all of our own batters and our spices, so we know what's in everything. So, yeah, it's a lot to offer.
Oh, no doubt. Now, tell me about the Amsterdam Fog. Showed you this earlier.
Yeah. So it's our take on a London Fog. A London Fog is a lavender Earl Grey tea, kind of like a chai with steamed milk. We add a little bit of alfalfa chlorophyll to it, so it gives it that green color. It's very healthy for you, but a little bit more reminiscent of the fog you might find in parts of Amsterdam than London, if you know what I mean.
I tell you, it's like being transported far, far away, but you're right here at home. And you know what? We're going to take a break now, but when we come back, we're going to go in the kitchen. We're going to cook up some stuff, so we'll be right back. Back to you guys.
All right, coming up, we get to announce 2 more finalists in the Drive to Save Lives car giveaway.
You don't want to miss it, because your name might be called next. Ozarks Live will be back before you know it.